Hello humans, this is Dreamson coming at you with another video for Minecraft. I wanted to share some of what I've done in Minecraft when my friends 5, 6, and 7 had a server way back in the day. So all of these pictures you're about to see, there's about 50 of them, were on survival. So I had to collect all the resources, but I wanted to share some of the things I got up to in Minecraft and see what you might think. So here we go. This is a lily pad bridge I made. It goes in 4 directions. One of my little houses was over there, as you can see. Here's it from another direction. There's a house over there on the left in this picture, I think that was friend number 7's house, one of their little hubs. So that's that. It's just something I made to help get places in the game. And this is the beginning stairs to an underwater bridge I was making. You can see the different color, kinds of stone I was trying to work on, getting better at that, making it look more interesting. And then here's a picture of the progress I made. I wanted to make it all glass enclosed in areas and, glowstone and the different kinds of wood there. Just having some fun there with some of the architecture. This is the site of probably my biggest project. One of my biggest projects. I mean, there are 2 kind of main projects I was working on, but this is the dirt plans just for the foundation that I had for a major project I was thinking of. And so these are the steps I took in order. I believe they're in order. I hope they're in order of that project. So you can kind of see as we progress here, you're going to see kind of an idea of what this was like as I kind of worked on it. So continuing on, and then bam, walls. I hadn't cleared out, looks like I hadn't cleared out the windows on the other side yet, but this is just a giant kind of cathedral library was my idea. The bridge you see to the bottom right and bottom left was a bridge that friend number 6 had made to get places quicker. It had a minecart, as you can see. I cleared all the land here, and I was just making this giant library cathedral for fun. So some of the embellishments here, the roof starting to go in. We've got some of the way I was going to tile the roof there with the wood. So some of the glowstone and pillars coming in there, as you can see. And inside, this is kind of what my idea was. The dirt piles you see here were eventually going to be shelves. And then I made a table there, and I had stone slabs all over the place on the floor. Glowstone. I was going to put in like stained glass windows is what I thought. I don't think I actually completely finished it. But this is where it got to. A pretty big project. Never completed, unfortunately, all the way, but neat. Then to give you an idea of just how much I was farming for resources, this is a giant hole I made. And here's the rest of the giant hole just spanning. This was a lot of sand, stone, and dirt to get resources for all my stuff. So that's that. We're going to get into the next big project, which was pixel art. There's a ton of sheep here, different colors, of course. I designed these pens to be in a C shape because I could go in with shears and close the gate on one end, go all the way through and get to the other end and close the gate there. So it was an easy way to make sure I got all the sheep easily kind of walking along the pen. So we're going to start in the pixel art now. We're going to start with Mario themed stuff. So as you can see here, here's Boo. I made a lot of stuff in a desert because I was concerned with lightning destroying my creations because a lot of them were made out of wool primarily. So you see the lava bucket there. Here's Boo. We have a Yoshi coin just randomly here. Floating. We have Mario. There's 3, I believe, Mario, by the way. There we have a giant SNES controller just on the floor of the desert. It's normal. It's fine. We have a mushroom and then the Koopa. Here's the Koopa close up. It's kind of near one of those bridges there that you saw earlier near the cathedral. So we have Duck Hunt Ducks over here. We have small Yoshis here. We have some Final Fantasy characters from the original Final Fantasy. Red and white mages. Very nice. Classic. Chocobo. Do 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 do. Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we have a Kirby. I'm really proud of this Kirby. I did make it at first in creative, and then made it to kind of test out what blocks I wanted to use. Then made it in survival. This is the one in survival. Most of the things that you see, though, I did not make in creative first. I made them in survival only. Here's Fez. Portal. Portal 2, one of the best games ever. It's amazing. Then we have just a GameCube, Color Game Boy Color, there, just sitting there, chilling out. We have a lava bucket. What's next? We have, this. So this is segueing to another area that was to the south, quite a ways south of the cathedral. But friend number 7 just decided to create a giant strip mine randomly. And I mean, it was giant. It took a long time, but he just kept going. I show you this because I kind of made a couple things in the strip mine. So we're going to show you ice climbers. I made that in the strip mine, just kind of there. And here's another idea of how massive this strip mine was. Just kind of a massive strip mine. Crazy endeavor. Now we're getting into the Zelda themed stuff because there's more of this than anything else, really. Maybe not in quantity, but in quality and density. So Cuckoo here from, Link to the Past. We've got Navi, of course, have to. Maybe You Belong in a Bottle, Navi. The Big Key from Link to the Past as well. We've got a giant slashing sword Link. That was a lot of fun. A hassle to make, though. Oh my goodness, I made so many mistakes and I had to fix so many things. But I'm very happy with how it turned out overall. I ended up dying a lot. There was no scaffolding, I don't think, in the game at this point when I actually made these, so I ended up dying a lot. Yeah, I didn't really have the feather falling here, but so this is my Zelda shrine, essentially. The sandstone steps leading down to the bottom. I did not get a chance to finish filling out the Triforce with gold blocks versus some of the yellow wool, as you see there. But this is my Zelda shrine. We might get a better picture in just a moment. You see the doors to the right. The doors to the right. That was my base. My home is in there. So you would go in and there would be a giant wall to the front left with ovens. I'm talking like 20 ovens, full to the brim with charcoal or lava. Well, lava buckets later. There were stairs to the left of that went down to I had a tree farm where just trees grew inside. I had cows, and I eventually moved my sheep in there as well for my pixel art. There was just a lot of stuff in there, and my mine was there. And there was another tunnel that I think went to one of my friend's houses, friend number 6. This was a big to-do. This is where my base was. And to the left was the kind of pathway and stairs that went up to the lily pad bridge that I showed you at the very first. Then you also have an ocarina up there, if you see up at the top, and then Link from Link to the Past with the pink hair. That was an interesting design choice, but that's what it was. And then you got like a Master Sword type thing there. Lapis Lazuli, I believe, and iron blocks, I think. So anyway, this was the idea I had. I had a fun time with it. And there's a better picture of the steps leading down and all that. So there's that. Now we get to a few of the last 3 of my projects here, but they're pretty big. This was a Saria, stained glass type Saria that I created. I actually made the way this looked on graph paper. I thought it out. And it's still not quite what I wanted. I made some mistakes. I didn't quite make it look correct for how the face looks, but I'm really happy with this. This is the second major thing I made in the strip mine, which I think, as it looks like, was right next to a village, now that I'm seeing that. So this took a really long time. But the other 2 projects I had that are left to show you is Ness. This Ness I'm really proud of. It had a lot of different variations, a lot of shading. I was really happy with it. It's pretty cool. It's up there on a random mountain somewhere. And then the final project we're showing is just something randomly out on the sea. Yeah, I like this anime. I made this I made this logo here. This took a really long time, but it was a lot of fun. So if you can't tell, I really enjoy pixel art. This gives you an idea of some of the things I've made in Minecraft using pixel art. And maybe it gives you some ideas too. If you liked Minecraft, if you enjoyed, this type of content, this type of artwork, creativity, I really like this stuff. Please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing, doing all those YouTube things, because you will thank me later. And maybe this has sparked some of your creativity and ideas in Minecraft. And if that has, that's fantastic. I hope you get a chance to enjoy Minecraft with some friends and make some neat things. Thanks so much for your time, and I hope you have a stellar night. Bye.